She bragged, "You can't replace me, I'm irreplaceable." I said, "Funny, that's exactly what he said about you too." When she saw the photo of me and her so-called backup plan, irreplaceable suddenly meant nothing. I, 28 male, am sitting here with a beer trying to process what just went down 3 hours ago. My now ex-girlfriend Mallory, 26, just stormed out of my apartment after the most satisfying conversation of my life. We'd been together for 3 years, living together for the last year and a half. Things were okay. I mean, looking back now, there were red flags. But I was that classic dumb guy who ignored them because the relationship was comfortable and she was attractive. Mallory had this thing about being irreplaceable. She'd say it all the time. After arguments, during casual conversations, even during intimate moments. "You know you can't replace me, right? No one else would put up with your gaming habits like I do. Good luck finding another girl who looks this good and cooks for you. I work in IT support, decent salary, nothing fancy. She works in marketing for some startup. We split rent 60-40, me paying more because I made slightly more. Everything else was separate: groceries, utilities, streaming services. She insisted on this arrangement, said it kept things fair and modern. The thing is, she never cooked. Like, maybe twice a month she'd make pasta, but she'd act like she was Gordon Ramsay, blessing me with her culinary genius. The gaming thing? I played maybe 6 hours a week, usually when she was out with friends. But according to her, I was some basement-dwelling addict. About 2 months ago, I noticed she was being weird with her phone, taking calls in the bathroom, tilting her screen away, the usual suspicious behavior. But here's the thing, I wasn't even looking for anything. She just made it so obvious. Then came the real kicker. 3 weeks ago, she left her laptop open when she ran to grab takeout. There was a Facebook message notification on screen from some guy named Trent. I know I shouldn't have looked, but the preview said, "Can't wait to see you again, beautiful." Yeah, I looked. The conversation went back months. This Trent guy was clearly her backup plan. She'd complain about me, he'd comfort her. She'd say things like, "If Blake and I ever break up, you better be ready." And, "You're my safety net, don't go anywhere." But here's what killed me. She straight up told him I was temporary and that she was just riding it out until she found something better. She called me boring, said I had no ambition, claimed I was lucky to have her. The messages weren't sexual, but they were definitely emotional cheating. Lots of heart emojis, what ifs, and promises to see where things go if we ever split. I took photos of everything with my phone. Then I did something I'm not proud of. I kept reading. Found out Trent works at her company. Marketing director. Makes good money, has a boat. She'd been setting up her landing pad for when she decided to jump ship. So I started preparing. Opened a new bank account, started moving my stuff slowly to a storage unit. Nothing dramatic, just preparing for the inevitable. Made sure all the utilities and lease were in my name only. Thank God I insisted on that when we moved in. Then today happened. She came home from work in a mood. Apparently, they'd passed her over for a promotion. She was ranting about how underappreciated she was, how everyone was jealous of her, the usual. Then she turned on me. "This is your fault," she said. "If I was with someone more successful, someone with actual connections, I'd be promoted by now. You're holding me back." I just said, "Then leave." She laughed. Actually laughed. "And go where? You think you can replace me? Look at yourself, Blake. You're lucky I even give you the time of day. I'm irreplaceable. You'd be alone forever without me." That's when I pulled out my phone and showed her the screenshot of her telling Trent she was riding it out with me. Her face went white, then red. Then she started the waterworks and excuses. It wasn't what it looked like. Trent was just a friend. She was venting, blah blah blah. "You went through my messages?" she screamed. "That's invasion of privacy. That's basically abuse. You left your laptop open, and it's not abuse to find out your girlfriend thinks you're temporary." Then she switched tactics. "Fine, yes, I talked to Trent, so what? It's not physical. And can you blame me? Look at us, we're stagnant. You have no ambition, you're content being mediocre. I need someone who matches my energy." "So go be with Trent," I said. "Maybe his will," she threatened, "and you'll realize what you lost. You'll beg me to come back. You can't replace me, Blake. I'm irreplaceable." That's when I smiled. Couldn't help it. Funny, that's exactly what he said about you too. She froze. What? See, here's what Mallory didn't know. After I found those messages, I did some digging. Found Trent on Instagram. Public profile. Lots of boat pics, vacation photos, the whole successful bachelor lifestyle, and a girlfriend named Astrid, who he's been with for 2 years. I pulled up his Instagram and showed her. Trent's had a girlfriend this whole time. You're not even his first choice. You're his backup plan. How's that for irreplaceable? She grabbed the phone, scrolling frantically. There was Trent, all coupled up with Astrid. Recent photos too. Like last weekend recent. But he said what you wanted to hear. Just like you told me what you thought I wanted to hear. Guess you're both riding it out with your current partners. She tried to recover. This doesn't change anything. You still invaded my privacy. We can work through this. Couples therapy. No, Blake, be reasonable. We have a life together. 3 years. 3 years of you thinking you're better than me. 3 years of being your placeholder. Nah, I'm good. Where am I supposed to go? She demanded. Maybe Trent has room on his boat. Oh wait, that's probably where he takes Astrid. She started grabbing her stuff, shoving clothes in a bag. You're making a huge mistake. You'll never find anyone like me. God, I hope not. She stopped at the door, tears streaming. This isn't over. When you realize what you've lost, don't come crawling back. Mallory, you're not irreplaceable, you're just recycled. Trent's already got a newer model. She slammed the door so hard the neighbors probably heard it. So now I'm sitting here, drinking this beer. Feeling free? Yeah, free. My buddy already said I can crash at his place if she tries to come back tonight. Tomorrow I'm changing the locks, already cleared it with the landlord. The best part? She texted me 20 minutes ago. Trent isn't answering my calls. I didn't reply. But I did laugh. Guess being irreplaceable isn't all it's cracked up to be. Update. Holy hell, this blew up. To answer some questions, yes, the lease is only in my name. Yes, I have all the screenshots backed up. No, I don't think she'll try anything crazy. She's more bark than bite. And to everyone saying I should have ended it when I found the messages, you're right. But sometimes you need that perfect moment of vindication. Worth the 3-week wait. We'll update if anything else happens. For now, I'm just enjoying having my apartment to myself. Update 1. Okay, so things escalated quickly. First, thanks for all the support. Some of you called me petty for the Trent reveal. Yeah, maybe. But after 3 years of being told I was lucky to have her, it felt good to show her she wasn't the prize she thought she was. So here's what happened. The night I posted, she tried coming back around 2 a.m., hammering on the door, crying, the whole dramatic scene. I didn't answer. She left after my neighbor threatened to call the cops. The next morning, yesterday, I took a personal day to change the locks and deal with logistics. While I was at the hardware store, she somehow got into the apartment. Still not sure how. Maybe she made a copy of the key I didn't know about? When I got back, she was sitting on the couch like nothing happened. Had made herself coffee and everything. We need to talk like adults, she said. You need to leave. You don't live here anymore. Blake, stop being dramatic. I made a mistake. People in relationships make mistakes. You're blowing this out of proportion. I started recording on my phone, in my pocket. What mistake did you make exactly? I shouldn't have talked to Trent like that. It was inappropriate, but it didn't mean anything. It was just fantasy, just venting. For months, while telling him I was temporary. She tried a different approach. Okay, fine. You want the truth? Yes, I was exploring my options. But that's normal. Everyone does it. You think guys don't have backup plans? At least I never physically cheated. The bar is so low it's underground. I'm trying to save our relationship here. No, you're trying to save your living situation. Big difference. That's when she got nasty. You know what? You're right. I was too good for you. Look at this place. You've done nothing to improve it in 2 years. Same couch, same TV, same everything. You're stagnant, Blake. In 5 years, you'll still be in the same job. Somewhat. Same apartment, same boring life. And you'll still be someone's backup plan. She threw her coffee mug at the wall. It shattered. Get out. Now, or I'm calling the police. This is half my home. I have rights. Your name isn't on the lease. You have 0 rights. You're trespassing. She must have realized I was serious because she started grabbing more of her stuff. While she was packing, she kept ranting. Trent was 10 times the man you are. He has ambition. He has a boat. He takes care of himself. He also has a girlfriend who isn't you. That's temporary. He told me. He told you what you wanted to hear. Just like you told me I was lucky to have you. It's all lies, Mallory. You're not special. You're not irreplaceable. You're just another girl who thought she was trading up. She stopped packing and stared at me. When did you become such an asshole? Probably around the time I found out my girlfriend was shopping for replacements while sleeping in my bed. She grabbed her bags and headed for the door, but not before one last shot. I'm taking the TV. No, you're not. I paid for half. Show me the receipt. She couldn't because she didn't. She contributed like $50 toward it 2 years ago and acted like she bought the whole thing. This isn't over, she said. I'll get my stuff. All of it. Whatever's yours, you can have. Email me a list and we'll coordinate a time for you to pick it up, with witnesses. She left, slamming the door again. An hour later the text started. Trent says you're lying about Astrid. He says those photos are old. He's coming to talk to you man to man. Me, cool. Tell him to bring Astrid. You're such a child. I'm staying with my sister. I hope you're happy. This could have been avoided if you just communicated better. Then this morning, I woke up to 73 Instagram follow requests. All her friends and family, trying to see my stories. I haven't posted anything about the breakup, so I'm not sure what she told them. Also got a DM from a random account. A piece of shit for what he did to Mallory. She deserves better. Karma will get you. And, my personal favorite, a text from her mom. Blake, Mallory is devastated. Whatever happened between you two, surely it can be fixed. She loves you. Don't throw away 3 years over a misunderstanding. I didn't respond to any of it. But here's where it gets interesting. Remember Trent's girlfriend, Astrid? She DM'd me. Hi, you don't know me, but I think we need to talk. Can you send me those screenshots of my boyfriend talking to your ex? Oh boy. I sent them. All of them. 3 months worth of emotional affair, including the parts where Mallory called her temporary and Trent agreed. Astrid. Thank you. I had a feeling. She's not the first. Sorry you had to find out this way. Don't be. You did me a favor. Also, just so you know, Trent's been fired from their company. Something about inappropriate relationships with subordinates? Happened yesterday. What? Mallory works there too. Not anymore, she doesn't. Holy shit. So apparently Mallory's promotion denial wasn't about her performance. It was because they found out about her and Trent. And they both got canned. No wonder she was so desperate to work things out. She just lost her job and her backup plan in one day. I know I shouldn't feel satisfaction from someone losing their livelihood, but I kinda do. Is that terrible? Anyway, that's the update. She's been quiet since this morning, probably dealing with the job situation. Or maybe Trent finally told her the truth about Astrid. Either way, not my problem anymore. My buddy brought over pizza and beer last night. We played games until 3 a.m. Haven't done that in years because Mallory always complained about the noise. Turns out being alone forever is pretty nice so far. At it, for those asking, yes, I'm keeping all the documentation in case she tries anything legal. No, I don't think Trent is actually coming to talk man to man. He's probably too busy dealing with Astrid and job hunting. And yes, I blocked Mallory's mom after her text. Not my job to manage her family's emotions. Final update. This will be my last update because I'm ready to move on, but figured you all deserve to know how it ended. So, remember how Astrid said Mallory and Trent both got fired? Yeah, that became a whole thing. Mallory started blowing up my phone 4 days ago. Not about us, but about her job. Apparently she thought I had something to do with her firing. I know you called my company. This is illegal. I'll sue you for defamation. You've ruined my life. Are you happy now? Answer me. I have bills. I have student loans. How could you do this? I finally responded, I didn't call your company. You got fired for having an inappropriate relationship with your director. That's on you. Someone sent them screenshots. Wasn't me? Maybe Trent's girlfriend? That psycho is trying to ruin my life. No, you ruined your own life. You and Trent made choices. These are consequences. She tried calling 23 times. I counted because it was almost impressive. I didn't answer. Then her sister reached out. Tiana is actually reasonable, unlike Mallory. She asked if we could talk. I agreed. Met her for coffee yesterday. I'm not here to plead Mallory's case, she started. I just want to know what really happened. So I told her, showed her the screenshots, explained the whole irreplaceable thing, the months of emotional cheating, the backup plan, all of it. Deanna sighed. This tracks. She's always been like this. Always thinking she deserves better. Always looking for the next upgrade. Our parents spoiled her, made her think she was God's gift to mankind. Why are you telling me this? Because she's spiraling. She's been at our parents' house, ranting about you, about Trent, about Astrid. She's convinced you all conspired against her. She can't accept that her actions have consequences. What do you want me to do about it? Nothing. I just wanted you to know you dodged a bullet, and to watch your back. She's talking about revenge. Great. That was yesterday. This morning I woke up to something weird. My Instagram had a new follower, a profile called Blake Truth Exposed. The bio said exposing the real Blake last name. There were 3 posts. 1. Screenshots of me gaming with timestamps from when we were together, captioned ignores girlfriend for pixels. 2. A photo of my apartment, captioned lives like a college student at 28. 3. Screenshots of her texts to Trent, but edited to make it look like I was abusive and she was seeking help. The account had already followed all my coworkers, my family, my friends. I reported it immediately. Took screenshots first, though. Then I texted Deanna, your sister just started an Instagram hate campaign against me. I'm so sorry, I'll talk to her. An hour later, the account was gone, but the damage was done. My mom called asking if everything was okay. My boss pulled me aside to ask if there was anything he should know about. I explained the situation, showed them the real screenshots, the timeline of events. Everyone was understanding, but still, the fact that I had to have these conversations at all. Then, plot twist, Astrid texted me, hey, thought you should see this. She sent me screenshots from a dating app. Mallory already had a profile up. The bio read, recently single after escaping a toxic relationship, looking for ambitious men who know my worth. No gamers, no losers, no broke boys. I'm a catch and I know it. But here's the kicker. She was using photos from when we were together. Couple photos with me cropped out. That trip to the beach I paid for? She's using those pics. The dinner at that fancy restaurant? For our anniversary? Those 2. Astrid. She matched with my cousin. He recognized her from my Instagram stories. Did you warn him? Oh, I did better. I told him to take her on a date to the same restaurant where she used to meet Trent. You know, the one where they fired them both in person? That's evil. I love it. She said yes. Dates tomorrow night. We're not going to interfere or anything, but knowing Mallory is going back to the scene of her professional demise for a first date is just perfect. So that's it. I've blocked her on everything, changed all my passwords, warned my friends and family about potential fake accounts. My apartment is peaceful. I game when I want. I cook what I want. I've even started redecorating, something she always said we'd do eventually, but never wanted to spend the money on. The best part? I got a text from a number I didn't recognize last night. Hey man, this is Trent. I just wanted to say no hard feelings. Mallory played us both. I lost my girl and my job over this. Hope you're doing better than I am. I didn't respond, but I did laugh. As for Mallory, according to Deanna, she's already telling people she dumped me because I was holding her back. She's rewriting history to make herself the hero of her story. Let her. While she's out there trying to convince random Tinder dates she's irreplaceable, I'm here living my best life. Got a promotion at work? Ironic, right? Joined a hiking group. Started learning Spanish on that app she always mocked me for using. Turns out the only thing that was actually irreplaceable was my peace of mind. And I've got that back now. Thanks for following this journey, Reddit. I'm out. Final edit. Astrid just texted. Mallory's date stood her up. The cousin never intended to go, just wanted her to sit alone at that restaurant. I'm not saying karma is real, but also, for everyone asking, no, Astrid and I are not getting together. We're both just enjoying being single and occasionally sharing the ridiculous updates about our exes. She's cool people, though. Take care, everyone. Remember, if someone has to constantly tell you they're irreplaceable, they're probably the most replaceable person in your life.